Yo, what's up, YouTube? We're back, and today the request is how to hit. How do you want to be a good hitter in MLB The Show 23? Look at the top left. World Series. I'm a World Series player. I'm pretty solid at the game. I know what I'm doing. So I'm going to help you guys out today with the best settings for hitting, the best advice I can give you with how to approach hitting. We're going to have to play some Showdown. Unfortunately, we're going to have to do it. Now, this is the first tips I can give you. You want to have your hitting view on strike zone for sure. Strike zone gives you the best view of the ball really close up. It's just the thing that all the pros use. You need to make sure you're using PCI. If you're not using PCI, you're a noob, but these are the settings that you should use for that. I use wedge, I use circles. I like having the PCI as yellow because I feel like it doesn't get lost. The ball doesn't get lost in the PCI, which is something that can happen depending on the color you have. You can see the transparency I have. That's really all the settings you need for hitting. You don't want to use directional. Do not use directional. These are all the settings you need to be a good hitter. So make sure you have settings basically identical to that, or at least similar. Now, before we get into the Showdown, to show you the best hitting advice, make sure you subscribe, smash the like button, and join the Discord because I got tips coming left and right. But today, it's time to take on Andrew Kittredge in the Showdown. And we're going to talk about the approach you want to have to the plate. And I guess it's a 2-for-1. It's a 2-for-1 because this is how to beat Showdown and how to be good at hitting. Look at that. Bottom 9, we need to get 1 run. We have 10 outs. So first off, you want to think situationally. In a Showdown like this, it's different. But I mean, honestly, if you want to be good at MLB The Show, you got to be able to beat Showdown pretty easily. So use your brain. There's a runner on first base. There's 10 outs. And it's Showdown. So logically thinking, you should bunt. You should bunt the guy on first over to second base because an out is literally, it's meaningless. An out right here makes no difference at all to anything. So it's a good idea to just lay down a bunt. I don't know why I dragged bunt. I don't know why I would do that. That was dumb. But look, now the guy's on second base. There's 9 outs left. There's no double play because double plays are killers. They suck. But enough of that. We got to get this running. Look at his pitch mix. Sinker, slider, fastball, changeup. Slider, fastball, changeup, I'm not too worried about. Fastball, depending on the velo, could suck, but the sinker is really what you want to be worried on. You want to think sinker in, fastball up, and then react to anything different. Look at that. Sinker, that's not good. Oh no, this video, all right, look at that. That's fine. How to base run too, I guess. But look, you got the sinker. You're supposed to be sitting on that. Should have been a better hit. I haven't played in a while. It is what it is. But you definitely don't want to chase either. You want to make him come to you and make a good pitch. Because the CPU, for one thing in Showdown right here, if you look at this guy, he's a closer. He has 28 stamina. 28 stamina ain't lasting 9 outs. So you want to be patient here. Know that you have righties at the bat. And just take anything close. If it's not something right down the middle, not something good to hit, then you don't want to be, giving any attention to it. 2-0 bat. That was bad. See, that's exactly what you don't want to do. Fastballs that are almost down the middle but aren't might be the hardest pitch to hit in the game. Now, righty-righty is hard. That's why you want to think not getting jammed, just like I just did. So that's something you don't want to do right there. Start with the PCI a little bit up to prevent that from happening. If you start a little bit higher, then it should be a little bit easier to adjust to the ball. You won't get really caught dropping the PCI and getting those pop-ups. Look at that. Right down the middle, that's the pitch you want to sit on. You want to sit like that. See how I started with it a little bit up? That way it avoided me dropping the PCI. Start up, think fast, react change up, and don't chase. That's the best tips for Showdown I have. Now when you get into an actual game, things might be a little bit different. In an actual game, we got to talk about, if we're talking about hitting, you want to talk about the hitters you're using. You want to make sure you're picking guys that have smooth swings. Guys like Joe Morgan. Joe Morgan might have the worst swing I've ever seen in my entire life. So I would not be picking a guy like Joe Morgan. In Showdown, make sure you pick the right perks. I made a how to beat Showdown video already. So you can go check that out if you want. But that's not what the name of this video is. The name of this video is how to hit. We're doing it in Showdown. Randy Arozarena, grab some bench, buddy. You got to know who has the smooth swings. Also, if we're facing Steven Strasburg, who's a righty, and you know what side of the plate you're facing, you can stack one side. It's a lot easier to hit righties with lefties. You saw last video, I got jammed on that pitch that was up and in and popped up. That ain't happening this time with these lefties at the bat. With the lefties up the bat, man, damage will be done. Look at the situation right here. Bottom 9th. Let's pretend there's 3 outs. Let's pretend there's 3 outs and I need 2 runs. Let's pretend it's a real game. In a real game right here, you want to just put the ball on the ground. You want to make sure you're not getting on top of it right here. You want to get at least one run in. If there's 0 outs, you want to make sure you don't strike out and don't pop up. You want to put the ball hard on the ground somewhere. So you would want to get on top of the ball. You want to sit anything up. You would want to sit anything fast. You're fine if you're early. If you're early on off speed, that's fine. But you don't want to be late on a fastball in that situation. So look at his pitch mix. Slurve, fastball, sinker, changeup. Now, I've played this game for a while. I know Strasburg throws pretty slow, but the slurve and sinker combo might be kind of hard. You take a pitch right there. That's a tough pitch to hit, because if you're pulling that PCI down to get there, you're likely to get under it and pop it up. So that's a good take. Another good take right there. You want to make the pitcher work. Now, Strasburg, he is a starter, so the energy, he's got the stamina to pitch. 15 outs is a long time, but still. That's a pitch you shouldn't swing at. I mean, I thought that was going to be right here, and even if it was right there, you can see where my PCI is. It's dropped. It's hard to get the PCI to spots like that. Look at that. That's 2-strike hitting right there. That'll get the job done. You can see the PCI wasn't even right on the ball. The PCI wasn't even right on the ball, but since I was sitting something fast, it was easy to knock out the PCI. I started up here, so I just let go of my controller stick, and then drops right back down to where I was going. Look at that. That was a pretty good swing. Tough pitch to hit, though. All right. We'll take it, I guess, right? Pretty lucky. Well, look what's happening. Now that we have the lefties up, damage is being done, and it's a good take right there. Even if you want to just take sinkers, I wouldn't blame you. Especially if you have a righty up. If you have a lefty, you can do damage versus the sinker, I feel like. Thank you. That'll be a tie game, sir. Look at the PCI. Now, I know we're on a low difficulty, but that's not a bad PCI. You're going to get some pretty good feedback as long as you're on the ball. You don't want to be perfectly on the ball, but if you have a good swing timing and a decent enough placement, you should be good to go. Look at my PCI. It's so smooth. It's easy to see the ball. Not too distracting, and that's fine right there, honestly. You want to avoid the double play, and we did. I'm fine with that. Because in a situation like that, you're trying to move the runner over. You want to be on top of the baseball because they're not turning a triple play. So you're basically going to have someone in scoring position no matter what. So that's a good out right there. And that's going to do it right there. You just missed the pitch. Still a pretty good swing. And it's gone. It's gone. That's how to play the game. Did this help you? Like I said, settings is the most important thing. Second is approach. Know the situation. And know the player you're using. That's the third thing. You want to have good players that you're good with. Guys that have good swings, good stances. People that you can hit well with. Don't just use a guy because you like his name. That's not really how this game works. It's kind of animation based. So pick somebody that you're good with. Cedric Mullins has a smooth, buttery swing. I hope this video helped you guys learn how to hit. I hope you're going to make World Series. I hope you get to my rank. Get to my level so I can play all of you. And dominate. Haha, please don't watch my gameplay. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button. Peace out.